was 28 Celsius yesterday, now it's only 5 degrees and raining. A lot of temperature variations here. So what we're going to do is just check out an old mine shaft this afternoon and check out the area. I haven't been here in a long time, so we'll see what we can find. There's a lot of uprooted trees and stuff from windstorms, so we'll check that area too, and hopefully we find something. So the mine shaft we're going to go look at is hosted in a panel of schists, and we got some nice mineralization here. This is kind of actually consistent with what you see all over the place. This is your host rock here. This is actually quartz. Looks a little silicous, possibly some chert in there too. But yeah, basically stringers all throughout your bedrock. This is a silicous bedrock. There's some schistose rock in here. Another example of a stringer here. Iron sulfides through sericite schist. That stuff right there. So we're at the mine site here. You can see how mineralized and oxidized these schists are right here. Right here is the shaft. As you can see, it's flooded. What I wanted to do is hammer off here a little bit and hammer off here and see if there's anything worthwhile there, any kind of continuation. And then we'll grab a couple dump samples that look nice. So this is what they were chasing. They intercepted this at surface. Chlorotic schist with quartz and iron sulfides. So basically, a lot of the deposits and a lot of the veins you see on this mountain, they all start out like this at surface. You have iron sulfides, dull gray, silvery, or you have copper. But this stuff right here is interesting because this is actually from the mine dump. And this is a mix of sphalerite, chalcopyrite, and iron pyrite. Which is interesting because there's no documentation that there was actually sphalerite. So that's pretty cool. So we found a bunch of stringers and stuff along in there, but this is where we're finding the real nice stuff. This is part of the bedrock right here, curves off this way. And this is basically a snapshot of what you see in the bedrock. And all this surface stuff right here where you see disseminated and stringer mineralization generally doesn't have a lot of value. It's what's below that that does. You can see this right here. Doesn't look like anything crazy, but again, here you go. This is all sphalerite, chalcopyrite, and iron pyrite, which has really good silver. Here's another piece here. So this would have been the stuff that they were originally mining. And it looks like we found kind of a little extension or a small vein that they left. That's really nice mineralization. And again, this is your surface stuff here. Seemingly low values, probably 1 to 2 ounces a ton silver. And this stuff here is going to be up to 10 times that amount. So I'm going to break open this piece here because this one looks like it's got some nice mineralization on it. There's no mention in any of the old historic reports of sphalerite or galena. It's interesting how this is deposited. You can see how it's bedded here. It's in the foliations of your schist. It's like it's banded Definitely VMS deposited when you see that banding there. And again, you would have your pyrite on top and then your VMS. Everything on this mountain is classified as Kuroko Naranda VMS. Okay, so what we have here is sphalerite here. It's a dark sphalerite, which means it has higher iron content. You got pyrite in there. You can see how it's banded in your schist. This is very similar to another deposit that we discovered on this mountain a little while ago. Myself, Justin number 2, and our prospecting partner. And this mineralization is probably going to run about 15% zinc, but there is a little bit of lead in this, so you'll probably have a couple percent lead as well. And this is just really similar, this area, what we're seeing, to another deposit, so it's pretty cool. This stuff here is what you see on top of it. You see stringer mineralization, and then you see a solid mass of basically just coarse iron pyrite. And a little bit of chalcopyrite. And then below that, you see stuff like this where you can see the sphalerite a little bit more. Here's a perfect example. You got your solid mass of iron pyrite, and then you got sphalerite right here with a little bit of galena in there. And then below that, what you'd see is this. Basically just solid, pure, massive sulfides. And this is just a hunk of pure mineral. Chalcopyrite, pyrite. Primarily you got sphalerite and a little bit of galena in there as well. So this is some rich ore. This is going to probably run you about 20% zinc, 5% lead, and possibly a couple percent copper. More of your surface mineralization. Some more samples here. Very, very nice. Anyway, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and the samples. We're definitely going to have to pursue this area a bit more, because seeing that kind of mineralization is a good sign. This mine shaft here is about 40 meters deep. There's tons on this mountain. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of small shafts like this. There's a whole bunch of larger past producing mines, and a whole bunch of new discoveries by us. So we're definitely excited to work this claim further and take her all the way. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Have a good one.